Every day, Raju goes with his dad to Joggers Park for a 6 kilometers jog. Now let us observe one day of his jog. Raju carries a stopwatch with him. So his dad observes that he starts his run at 7 a.m. He starts his stopwatch and starts running. After completing a lap, he stops his stopwatch and observes that it took him 30 minutes to cover 3 kilometers. He resets it and starts running again. After completing the second lap, he again observes that it took him 30 minutes to cover the 3 kilometers. Whereas Raju's dad observes that it is 1 hour now, that is, it is 8 a.m. He took 1 hour to complete the entire 6 kilometer jog. So what we observe is that day 1, lap 1, the first lap that he ran was 3 kilometers. That was the distance. If we look at the time which he took 30 minutes to cover this 3 kilometers. That is, if I want to write this 30 minutes in hours, so it would be 30 by 60. That is half hour. Half an hour it took to cover this 3 kilometers. 30 by 60, which is half hour. Now, if you want to find the speed, we know speed is distance by time. So let's find his speed, which would be 3 by half. 3 kilometers is the distance. Time is 30 by 60, which is half hour. So dividing the 2, I get 3 divided by half, which is nothing but 3 times 2. Reciprocating this, which gives me 6. That is, his speed is 6 kilometers per hour. Kilometers hour. So his speed in the first lap is 6 kilometers per hour. Now let's look at the second lap which he took. Second lap was exactly the same. He took again to cover that 3 kilometer distance. He took 30 minutes. Now 30 minutes is same as 30 by 60 hours, which is equal to half hour. So he took half an hour again to complete that same 3 kilometers distance. So if I want to find the speed again would be distance by time, which would be distance is 3 kilometers by time, which is half an hour, because this 30 by 60 is nothing but half hour. So we can find the speed. So speed turns out to be again 6 kilometers per hour. So what we've observed is that in day 1, the first lap that he ran was at the speed of 6 kilometers per hour. The second lap too was at the same speed, 6 kilometers per hour. So the speed is not changing. The speed is the same. It is the constant speed. So we can say that he ran with uniform speed or constant speed. That means that the speed does not change. There is no increase or decrease in the speed. It remains the same. It is the same. It's uniform or constant speed. Or I can say that the speed for day 1. So lap 1, lap 2, both were at the same speed. So I can say that the speed for day 1 was 6 kilometers per hour, which is what his dad had observed, that he was doing 6 kilometers in 1 hour. From 7 to 8 in 1 hour, he ran 6 kilometers. Now, let's look one of the other days of his jog. Again, his dad observes that he starts the run at 7 a.m. and he starts his stopwatch as soon as he starts his jog. After completing the first round, he observed that it took him only 20 minutes to complete 3 kilometers. He resets his stopwatch and continues jogging. For the second round, it took him more time. He covered the second round, that is 3 kilometers, in 40 minutes. Whereas his dad observed that he took 1 hour again. He came back at 8 a.m. That is, he started at 7, came back at 8 to cover 6 kilometers. That is, he covered 6 kilometers in 1 hour. Now, let us find his speed for each lap in this day also. So, let's say this is day 2. So, the first lap was for 3 kilometers. He took only 20 minutes to cover this round. So, 20 minutes means 20 by 60 hours, which is 1 by 3, 1/3 of an hour. So we get this. Time is 1/3 of an hour. So speed is distance by time. So speed would be, distance is 3 kilometers. By time is 20 by 60, which is nothing but 1/3 of an hour. So 3 by 1 by 3 hours. So we get that speed is 9 kilometers per hour. So speed is 3 divided by 1 by 3, which is nothing but 9 kilometers per hour. So his speed for lap 1 is 9 kilometers per hour. Now let's find his speed for the second lap. Now let's look at lap 2 for day 2. Now again, he ran 3 kilometers. So distance again is 3 kilometers this time. Now he took, how much time did he take to run this 3 kilometers? He took 40 minutes this time. So time is 40 minutes. Again, I can express this time which is in minutes as time in hours. So I divide by 60, which gives me 2 by 3 hours. So 2/3 of an hour. Now again, to find the speed, what I need to do, divide the distance by time. So speed is distance by time, which would be 3 by 2/3. What is this 2/3? Time is 40 by 60, which is nothing but 2/3 of an hour. So this is speed, which is 3 kilometers by 2/3 of an hour. So dividing this is 3 divided by 2 by 3. Or I can say this is same as 3 times 3 by 2. So this is 9 by 2. So I get this as 9 by 2 kilometers per hour. So 9 by 2 is same as 4.5 kilometers per hour. So his speed on day 2 for lap 2 was 4.5 kilometers per hour. So what I observe is, for day 2, for the first lap, his speed was 9 kilometers per hour. For the second lap, the speed is 4.5 kilometers per hour. Now, what can I say as the speed for day 2? We see that the speed is not remaining the same. The speed has decreased. So, when the speed changes or does not remain the same, we call it as non-uniform speed or variable speed. Since the speed is varying, that is, it is not remaining the same, it is variable speed, or we can say it is not uniform, non-uniform speed. Now, when the speed is non-uniform or variable, what do I say? What is the speed for day 2? Now, that is the question. How do I find the speed for day 2? Is it 9 or is it 4.5? What is the speed for day 2? Well, to find speed, let's stick to the basic formula, how we calculate speed, that is distance by time. Speed for day 2 would be total distance by total time. So we know he ran lap 1 and lap 2, 2 laps. So we'll find the total distance and we'll divide it by the total time he took to run these 2 laps. Now the total distance is, the first lap that he took was for 3 kilometers. The second lap that he took was again for 3 kilometers. So the total distance is 3 plus 3, which is 6 kilometers. Divide by total time. Now for the first lap he took only 20 minutes. Plus for the second lap he took 40 minutes. So we get that total distance is 6 kilometers. And total time that he took is 20 plus 40, which is 60 minutes. Now 60 minutes is equivalent to an hour. So rather than this 60 minutes, I can write 1 hour. So speed for day 2 would be 6 kilometers by 1 hour. Or I can say it would be 6 kilometers per hour. Now this is what his dad had found. He had run, his dad had seen that he started at 7 a.m. and he finished his run, complete run by 8 a.m., which is 1 hour. And in 1 hour, he had taken 2 laps, that is 6 kilometers. So this is his speed for day 2, which is 6 kilometers per hour. And this speed is what we define as average speed. We call this speed as average speed. So whenever the speed is not uniform or the speed is variable, we find the speed as total distance by total time, and we call this speed as average speed. Now remember that average speed here is 6 kilometers per hour, which is what his dad had found. Now remember that this average speed is not actually the average of the speeds. The speed for first round, the speed for second round. So this average speed is not the average of these two speeds. That is 9 plus 4.5 by 2. It is not equal to this, because this would actually give you 6.75 kilometers in an hour, whereas you know that his dad had found that he had run only 6 kilometers in an hour. So this is wrong. He did not run 6.75 kilometers in an hour. So you can clearly see that if you find average speed like this would give you a wrong answer. So average speed is total distance by total time and not the average of two speeds. So remember this. Remember that average speed would be total distance by total time, and average speed is not the average of speeds. Though looking at this word, it seems it's the average of speeds, but remember it is not. It is not the average of speeds. That is, it is not S1 plus S2 by 2. So now can you answer this question? We need to find the average speed. So we know average speed is total distance by total time. So total distance in this case would be total distance is covers first 220 kilometers. 220 kilometers plus next 100 kilometers. So total distance is 220 plus 100 kilometers, which gives me 320 kilometers. That is the total distance. And we need to find total time also. So total distance is 320 kilometers. Now let's find total time. Total time is, for the first 220 kilometers it took 3 hours. So 3 hours plus for the next 100 kilometers it took 1 hour. So plus 1. So 3 plus 1 hours, which is 4 hours. So we know total distance now, which is 320 kilometers. We know the total time, which is 4 hours. So to find the average speed, I just need to divide total distance by total time. So average speed would be total distance, which is 320, divided by 4. So 320 kilometers by 4 hours. So this gives me 4 8s are 32, 80. So this is 80 kilometers per hour. So this gives me 80 kilometers per hour. So remember that average speed is not the average of speeds. Average speed is defined as total distance by total time.